This story begins with a couple named Mason and Amelia who were going to attend a luxurious party sitting in their private jet. Now very soon both of them reached that venue and started enjoying the party. Now after a while both of them met a man named Parrish who was the richest among them, and he was also hosting this party. During the conversation, Mason told them that he has a car collection and he is very fond of cars. Hearing this, Perez became happy as he was also very fond of collecting cars. After this, he took Mason and Amelia to his private garage so that he could show his car collection to both of them. Here Perez showed both of them his favorite car collection. The car was shown, which was worth about $200 million. Now after seeing this car, Mason and Amelia wanted to sit inside it and feel it. Now Perez also accepted their request and gave them permission to sit in the car. Now as soon as they sat in the car, Alia gave signal to a hacker named Link, and signal as soon as he got the link. He switched off all the lights of the garage, and in the meantime, the men of the mission attacked Perez and threw him on the ground. Now taking advantage of this opportunity, Mason started the car and fled from here with it. Here it is revealed that Mason and Amelia are professional thieves, and their sole purpose of going to the party was to steal the car. After that, they put the car in a big truck and started to flee the country, but before they could do so, before people could escape, a team of FBI started chasing them. Now seeing this, Mason started wondering how FBI came to know about their plan, but as soon as Amelia pointed her gun at Mason, all his confusion vanished instantly. She went away. Now here comes a twist in the story, and it is revealed that in reality Amelia is not a thief but an FBI agent, and she pretended to love Mason only so that she can catch him red-handed. He was heartbroken because he loved Amelia so much, but still he sent his team to Plan B, but they narrowly escaped from being caught by the FBI. After this, we see the scene after 3 months. Let us see that Mason has now given up stealing and started living a normal life outside the city. Now one day Mason's younger brother Shawn comes to him and tells him that he is planning to rob a bank, and he also plans to carry out the mission. He wants to include him in this plan. However, Mason refused, saying that now I am retired and I don't want to get into any new trouble. Here Shawn tried a lot to convince him, but when Mason didn't agree, then Shawn left from there. But before leaving, he gave Mason a phone so that if he changes his mind then he can join the plan. Now 3 days passed by, but Mason's decision did not change. Now on the day of theft, Link called Mason and asked that why are you so late for today's theft. Now on hearing this, Miss got surprised because he had refused Shawn for this mission. In fact, Shawn had refused his team. It was told to the members that Mason is ready to join this plan. Now Mason got very angry at first, but in order to handle this matter, he had to join Shawn's plan even though he didn't want to. On the other hand, we see Shawn, who was sitting in a coffee shop outside the bank because the manager of that bank comes to that coffee shop every day to drink coffee. Now as soon as that manager came to the coffee shop, by showing him a gun. After this, he started going to the bank with the manager, but then Mason came there and stopped them from going inside. Here Mason said to Shawn that this plan of yours is not right and we all will be killed in this. On this, Shawn said that now all of them will be killed. There is no use of it because our team has already entered the bank. After this, these three went to the bank where Mason saw that all the people of his team had mingled with the common people in disguise. Meanwhile, Shawn took the manager to a corner and asked him to open the door, but instead of opening the door, the manager rang the security alarm of the bank. Now as soon as the alarm rang, there was chaos in the whole bank. There was a commotion and the security guards of the bank started firing on these thieves. However, the mission team easily killed these guards and made all the customers present in the bank hostesses. Now here Mason asked Shawn, who is your actual target? On this, Shawn told that he is looking for a locker which belongs to a woman named Isabel Farrow, and in that locker there is a hard drive which contains cryptocurrency worth several $1,000,000. Now after hearing this, Mizhan goes to that manager. He took the key to the bank vault and asked to open that locker. Now pay attention, one key of this locker was with the manager and the other key was with Isabel, i.e. the owner of this locker, and this locker will open only when both these keys are present. They will go inside the locker together. But he got very angry, and then he said to Link that you hack that locker. Do that and bypass its security and open it. Now Link showed his magic, and in the next few minutes he hacked this locker and opened it. But when he opened that locker and looked inside, he did not find any hard drive inside. Now seeing this, the manager started laughing and said to Mason that this is just a decoy box, and I don't even know where the real box is. On the other hand, we see the FBI team which had reached outside the bank with the entire army, and the leader of this mission was none other than Mason's ex-girlfriend Amelia. Here Amelia contacted the mission team where Link told her through his words. She started confusing him, but Amelia was aware of these methods, so she said to Link that you make me talk to the foreign mission. Now here Link told Mason that the FBI wants to talk to you. Here Mason asked Shawn to keep an eye on that manager and quickly reached Link's room. Now when he called Alia on the phone, when he heard the voice, his old memories were revived, but then Mason reminded himself that now Alia is his enemy and she has come to capture his team. After this, Mason started negotiating with Amelia and told her that you can save your team. Take them 50 feet away from the bank or else I will kill these hostesses one by one. Along with that, you arrange pizza and beer for all of us, and you yourself come inside the bank to deliver those pizza boxes. Now Amelia told this, he accepted the demand, but in return, he asked Mason to release 2 people, and Mason also accepted his demand without any reluctance. After this, Mason's team shifted all the hostesses to the upper hall and started waiting for Amelia. Now after some time, Amelia arranged for food and drink and took him inside the bank. Here she met Mason, who was very happy to see her, and started talking to her lovingly. However, Amelia did not pay attention to these things, and she asked Mason to surrender, but Mason, the manager, refused to do this and sent Amelia out of the bank. After this, he fed everyone and released 2 people according to the deal, but then something happened which no one had expected. Actually, the manager attacked Shawn. He did that and escaped from there with his gun. Now seeing this, Mason also ran after him, and after a long chase, the manager was finally caught. After this, Mason interrogated the manager and extracted all the information about Isabel from him. Isabel Farrow is the wife of the biggest gangster of this country, Abel. He told that Abel is a very dangerous gangster and he has the support of all the powerful politicians of this country, and probably that hard drive contains all the dark deeds of those politicians. There is evidence of this, and if that evidence comes out, then the government of this country will be in danger. However, even after knowing all this, Mason decided to steal that hard drive so that he can blackmail the government. A car stopped outside the bank in which none other than Abel's lawyer was present. Here Amelia was ordered that if her team did not catch the thieves in the next 1 hour, the U.S. Army would attack the bank. Now Amelia could not understand who the man giving her the order actually was. Alia talked to the supervisor where she came to know that the name of that person is Alex, and he is Abel's lawyer. Here the supervisor told Alia that Abel has the support of all the powerful politicians of this country, and hence we cannot do anything in this matter. He tells Alia that she should try to get those thieves out of the bank as soon as possible, because once the U.S. Army enters the bank, not only those thieves but many hostesses will also be killed, while on the other hand Mason and his team started breaking the wall of the locker room because they expected that the bank might have hidden Isabel Farrow's vault in some secret room, but as soon as they break one wall, another wall comes in front of them, and on the other side is the U.S. Army, surrounded the bank from all sides, and started preparing to enter inside. Now seeing this, Amelia called Mason and asked him to surrender because once the U.S. Army enters the bank, the death of these thieves is certain. Now Mason told Amelia to leak this information to the media that the U.S. Army has attacked the bank. Is going to attack because once the media comes outside the bank, the U.S. Army will not be able to take any action. Now Amelia did the same and leaked this information to the media. Now in no time, the media came outside the bank, and thus the news started spreading like fire in the whole country. Seeing all this, the head of FBI got very angry, and he removed Alia from this case. After this, he called Mason and threatened him that if your team surrenders in the next 15 minutes, then if we don't do it, then we will be trapped inside the bank. Inside the bank, Mission's team found the room in which Isabel's locker was kept. Now after finding the locker, Mission told Link to hack this locker and find out its password, bypass it and open it. This link said that the security of this locker is very strong and it takes minimum time to open it. It will take at least 10 minutes, whereas within the next 8 minutes, U.S. Army will enter the bank. Now seeing this, Miss made a plan and started releasing all the hostesses one by one so that Link could get time to open the locker. Now in the next few minutes, within minutes, everyone was released, and finally after releasing the manager. Now seeing this, the head of the FBI got very angry and he ordered the U.S. Army to go inside the bank and shoot Mason as soon as they see him. Now as soon as they reached that room, they saw Mason, who was waiting for them with a bomb in his hand. Now before these people could think of anything, there was an explosion and all the U.S. Army soldiers, including Mason, were killed. In this way, due to this bad planning of Shawn, Mizhan had to lose his life. If you also feel the same, if you think so, then just wait, because now a very big twist is going to come in the story. Now after few months of this incident, Alia resigned from FBI because she did not want to work with these corrupt people. So that the FBI could believe Amelia. After this the story goes into flashback and we see the story of some time before that blast. Now when the US Army entered the bank, Ms. Han made a demand from them that they should kill Abel's lawyer Alex now. Even though he did not want to, he had to accept Mission's demand because all the evidence was still with Mission. To meet Mission, where Mission threatened him, saying that if you deposit 500 rupees in my account, then if you do not invest $1 million, I will make all these proofs public, and along with that you will have to arrest me and my team. A new identity will have to be given so that we can start a new life with that new name. Now since Abel's neck was in the hands of the Mission, he agreed to all the demands of the Mission. After this, a fake blast was carried out in the bank so that people would think that he was a banker. That Mason is dead in this blast, and on the other hand we see Mason and Alia, who have now given up stealing and started a new life with a new identity. I hope you liked today's story. If you liked this video, if yes, then like it and subscribe to the channel and leave a nice message in the comment. See you in the next video.